So basically what's happening with your stroke tasher is you're going over the centre line with your right hand, and what we're going to try and do is get that nice and linear, so you're putting right down the line of your body with your right hand. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is basically an extended doggy paddle. So I want you long and swimming there, pulling down. Okay, but as a doggy paddle. Yeah? So just do a little bit of that, please. And what you can do is every 2 strokes, just lift your head up to see, look at your hand is pulling down the right part. Okay, off you go. So make sure that you push all the way back with your hands. Head in, head down a bit, look down. High elbow, good, lovely. Now you're going to add to that, that's much better. Can you make sure also you get on top of your hand and your elbow goes above it and you're pushing all the way back? Imagine you've got an invisible box and you want to get on top of that box and you're pushing the box all the way back to your toes. So your hand's nice and flat and on top of the stroke. So we're going to do a bit of single arm on the right side. Normal single arm, nice high elbow, really reach forward. Take your time. I'm going to do one more drill. This takes quite a bit of coordination, so I want you to imagine is as you're breathing, you put your head back to the centre before you move your arms. So you're gliding and you're breathing, your head goes back and then you pull down. Okay, that will keep it nice and balanced. So just try one of those, please. Take the time where you can, the water, pull it down, right side, nice and smooth. Something about that leg kick as well. Right, so we're going to need to work on the leg kick a bit. So can you just do for me tombstone? Yeah, you've done that before. Okay, just a little bit. So I want to get a nice 4-beat kick with a pause, and then we're going into backstroke.
So I'm just doing kicking?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Lots of stretching. Okay, put the float a bit lower, and a bit lower, and 4-beat kick. Same again, put your goggles on and put your face in, and it's looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. One more. Try to do a bit flatter. Face in a bit more. And we're going to have to work on that left leg as well. So that's basically showing weakness in her hamstring and her hip flexor. Right, lovely, thank you very much. And stop. a look at your backstroke. So what I want to add to the backstroke is a little bit of rotation. So you're quite flat in the water, so that means you've got a large surface area on your back and you're creating a lot of resistance. So what I'd like to try and do is some drills. First drill I want to try is 8-beat kick. Have you done that before? Okay, so it's quite simple. You're going to have 3 kicks to the left when you're gliding on your left, 2 to the centre, and then 3 kicks to the right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 to the centre, 1, 2, 3. Just give it a try. And they're very shallow little kicks, mousy kicks, little flutter kicks. Okay, and that now what that will do is add some rotation. So you move laterally, your whole body linearly with it. So your shoulder moves, your hip moves.
Okay.
At the same time, and on the other side, your hip and your shoulder come out. Okay, give it a try. So that was much better. So because you were doing the rotational kicking, you've got a nice rotation on your hips, you were laterally, a nice line, your hip and shoulder coming up, that's really good. What I just want to add to it is a bit of a glide. So let's do the same 8-beat kick, but just remember it's a little bit of a glide before you fall down. Then I want you to bend that elbow and lead with your hand, not your elbow. You're not really getting a good grip on the water, so that's the only other thing. The rotation is looking much better. Let's try that again for me, please. So just watch so you don't over-rotate. You really only need a couple of inches on each side, but that's much better. Okay, what I like to do going back is single arm with your arm on your shoulder, so as you glide and you rotate, you can feel how much you're dropping that shoulder. Okay, one more on that please. Okay. We're just going to have a look at your breaststroke. If you just show me what your normal breaststroke is like, please. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and increase the velocity of your kick. So we want to really get a nice whip as you whip out, but then that really explosive squeeze in, and that will lift, give you lift propulsion, it will give you lift into the arms. So if we can do it again, what we're going to do is going to start off on your back, and we're just going to do breaststroke kicking on your back, arms down by your side. And then we're looking for a nice whip with a nice explosive squeeze. Take your time on it, mate. Okay, so we're going to try and do that again. Try and elevate yourself at the top a bit. So you want to try and keep your knees under the water. Try and keep your knees under the water. opening your knees a bit wider. Your knees a bit wider. And then as you squeeze in, you need to point your toes, ankles together. Almost a slight squeeze there. Open your knees, Tash, at the top. And point your toes. Lovely. Next week's session we're going to work on, we're going to do some vertical kicking in the deep end, but it's got to be in 2 meters. And we're going to do a bit of egg beater kicking as well. So that I think will help, but you're definitely going to need to really get that squeeze going on that. Just want to see with the float if you could do the tombstone again.
Do I need to put my face
Yeah,
in?
what we're going to do with it is, could you do it with 2 kicks with your face in and then 2 kicks with your head up? And then we'll make a nice long glide from the squeeze. So really point your toes at the top of the stroke, stretch. Maybe you can put the float, that's much better. You still want to see you at the top, you're kind of a bit there. Really stretch your toes, ankles together. And you want to do this one on extended glide. Hold the glide as far as you can.
So am I doing full stroke but with an
Sorry?
Am I doing full stroke but with an extended glide?
Fantastic. Really got to get that much more consistent with your feet. Some of them you're together and some of them you're in-toeing more with your left than your right, so it's going to put you out of balance, so just need to watch out for that, but that's much better, thank you. Really take your time. Fly's quite good, but what's happening is that you're all upper body at the moment, so we really need to get that wave, that body wave going all the way through. So what we're going to do is some drills on it, and what I'd like you to do on the first one is on your back, just send that wave all the way through. So you're kicking from your chest, not your hips. You're sending that wave all the way through your hips to your toes. Okay, so let's just try one on your back, please. Much better on the drill, but you're certainly sending the wave from your chest all the way through. You still want to see that flick with the legs. That's quite important, explosive all the way through. And if you like, the legs, the width is the last part of the kick. That's the explosive bit that's going to get you up. Okay, so Tasha, what we're going to do is some kicking drills, and I want you on all 4 sides, so all 4 hemispheres of your body. And the first one is going to be short distance underwater, and we're going to feel the water pressure, and you're going to really feel that undulation flowing through your body. And the first one is streamlined, head in the right position, chin on chest, and then on your front, and coming back on the right side. Once you've got your air, can you put your chin right on your shoulder so your body is in line? If your chin is out, it's going to twist your body. So we're going to do right side, left side, and on your back. Okay, so on fly kicking, please. Okay, so that's much nicer. You're definitely undulating from your body, you're getting a nice flow, and can you feel the difference? That nice energy going through to your toes. But I still need to see it a bit more explosive. Still want to really send that through and whip the legs at the end. So can you do it on the right side now? And you're literally on your side and you're looking down like you're looking down a rifle, and you keep your body nice and straight and really push the hips. One of the things you can imagine is you've got a string or a stick pushing you that way and pulling you. So if you're on your front and your back, you can imagine a string pushing you up and down on your chest, and that will help you send. So use visualization to imagine it. Okay, on your right side. Down, that's nice. That's good. And really get that chest moving as well, though. And we're going to go left side. Regardless of what sport you're doing, whether you're doing yoga or anything, everybody has one side that's slightly stronger than the other and slightly more coordinated, and that was much nicer on your left side. It's slightly smoother. You're not left-handed, are you? Okay, happens. People who breathe front crawl right-handed breathe to the left, so it's opposites. Can you do one right, one left, one full? You really want to get that feeling that as you're coming up from the wave in your body, you're really getting lift into the stroke. Okay, that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to really speed that up now, really get that powerful wave through the body. One more time, please. Right, Tash, that was really good, but what we're going to do is we're going to really try and get much more power out of your legs. These are the biggest muscles in your body, and you really want to use those to explode into the water. That's a really good point from your dive. We're going to do that off the gun. So as soon as you hear the G of the go, as you hear the gun, it's going to explode up. And what we're going to do as a drill is we're going to do that, but you're going to jump and land on your feet. Okay, so do you want to give that a go? Okay, ready? Take it off. Okay, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Really count down. Ready? Take it off. Go. That wasn't bad, but you can still get more explosion out of your legs. And also, as you jump in, you weren't quite level, so you want to make sure you keep yourself parallel and level. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, so this is really on the G of go. Ready? Take your mark, bend your legs, ready. Take your mark, lean forward. Right, so power down. So Tash, it's a bit more like this. Is up and go. Ready? Take your mark, go. On this one, this is just for a bit of experiment. What we're going to do is jump, and when you're in the air, turn it into a dive. So it's going to start as a jump and end up as a dive. And it doesn't matter if you mess it up. What we're trying to do is get the distance in the air, so you can really feel that. Okay? Ready, take your mark. Go! Okay, can I have a look at your backstroke start, please? So what we're looking for in this is once you do the start, we want to really get those legs kicking. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to practice on other drills, but on that particular start you really need to make sure that once you arch your back and then really kick into the transitions, so you really get your speed up. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with big kicks to get your basic speed up, and then little kicks to bring you up to the surface. Go. Okay, so that's much better, but really want to work on that hip speed, transferring that energy to the toe. Thank you very much, that's great. Tash, that's not bad. You're nice and balanced, but what we really need to do is speed up into the wall. So what we're going to have to work on is that rotational speed that gets you in fast and out fast. So what I'd like you to do is you can swim, and then every 5 strokes do a tumble in mid-water, tumble at the wall, 5 strokes out, tumble again. And what we're really looking for is a fast rotation as you go over. So that's much better. Still want to get more speed into the turn, but what we want to do is one practice, push off from the floor and then just do one really quick turn and stand up. Okay, that's lovely. So you can feel the rotational speed. Excellent. Tash, That's lovely, but you just need to get that knee speed. So your knee speed up into the wall is slow. So we need to get that much quicker into the wall so you come out faster. And the rotation again. Could you just show me the same on your fly, please? The drill for that we're going to practice. If you hold on to the bar, and can you just practice coming up, bring your knees up together quite fast. So stretch out, knees up. Chin down a bit forward, stretch out a bit, and then knees up. Okay, and then you do that 10 times, much quicker. That's it, even quicker. That's it, good. Lovely. Right, can you come down a little bit? You're going to do that, and on the third time I want you to touch and release and turn. Really quick up. 1. Keep level, keep parallel. 2. And turn. Okay, lovely. Come back to that same. One last thing on breaststroke, and that's if you could swim into the wall, get those knees up really quickly, but then I want to see as you rotate that arm coming over, really launch that arm back in the other direction. So you send all that energy back up the other end of the pool.
Okay.
So, Tash, if you can show me your frontal finish, and what we're looking for is a nice long lean into the stroke. So, what I'm going to try and do on this one is as you finish, I want you not to breathe for the last 3 strokes into the wall. And I want you to time it so that when you touch the wall, you're leaning into it with your arms straight. Almost a bit more. That's not bad. Maybe a little bit more out, and then just a bit more glide and lean into the wall. Just one more. Backstrokes finish, and we'll see how you do with that nice long stretch of the mouth and flag. What I'd like you to do on your backstroke is as you touch the wall, you had a slightly bent arm and you were looking. So we're going to count the strokes and the flags, and then I want you to just glide into the wall and touch with a straight hand. Are you ready? Okay, so Tash, that's not a bad glide to the finish. but we need to get those hands touching at the same time. So just want to go a couple of steps back and put your goggles on. And then I just want you to imagine you're lunging for the wall, but your hands need to be simultaneous and parallel, so touching and stretching. So big lunge to the wall. Okay, that's good. A little bit further out.